Hello everyone and welcome back, and this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Cancer for the week of March 30th. And I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed and sharing with others, and for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And of course, the lovely comments. Thank you so much for doing that for me. It is truly appreciated. Okay, let's see what comes out first. Cancer. Eight of Pentacles, hard at work. Head down, doing your due diligence, putting your work in, mastering your craft. You know, this is you enjoying yourself, enjoying your promotions, your employment, and you're being okay with what you're doing right now. And you're putting in the hard work, but you know that it is going to pay for itself in the very near future. So that's nice. Four of Cups, holding yourself back out. Understanding that, you know, yeah, you may be a little bit, you know, feeling unfulfilled at this in particular moment, but you are very surprising to others, the gifts that you have to offer. But right now you're just trying to back yourself up a little bit. Sit back, let things happen naturally, and understanding that at that time it will fulfill you. Right now, you just need to take things in stride. And the 10 of Cups, so very nice. Happy home, happy life, family, commitments, true love, support. You have lots of support this week from others, people that really care about you and have your best interests at heart. You are feeling so happy right now in you know, mindsets. You're feeling like you're in the right place at the right time with the right people. You have the right job. If you're going to school, you're in the right place. If you've had a job offer, it's the right one. You know, love offers, same thing. But you are blissfully happy in your surroundings. You're feeling that everybody loves and cares for you as you do for them. So you are in a really happy state of mind and fulfillment. And the 10 of Swords. Yeah, well, you've had some betrayals. You know, people stabbed you in the back, did you wrong, and it really, you know, knocked your feet out from under you. But it has taught you a lot, you know, of what it is that you will do and have in your future. And it hurt. Like I said, it knocked the feet right out from under you, but it was painful. But you're learning to heal yourself, understanding that it was a learning curve. You could move past it. You're taking the swords out. Now, whoever that was that did that to you, betrayed you like that, you're done with them. You won't associate with them, talk to them, nothing. They're dead to you. And you're moving on. Maybe they've tried to get in touch with you and you're just, you know, didn't answer their texts, their emails, their phone calls, whatever it happened to be. And you're just, you know, seen them in a restaurant, whatever. And you just walked away. And I don't blame you. And the Wheel, very nice. So things are turning in your direction. This is good fortune, a good turn of events. You know, if you're feeling lucky, you know, buy yourself a small scratch and win or lottery ticket, whatever it happens to be. You may be pleasantly surprised at, you know, some sort of winnings that you make. But there's definitely good fortune here on the table for you. Things have turned in a very positive way. And you are just accepting it and understanding that it's truly meant for you. It took maybe a little bit longer than what you had hoped for, but here it is. It's arrived, and you are just elated. And the Two of Rods. So looking out into the world, Some of you are thinking of taking trips, going different places in the world, new adventures. You've been waiting for the results to come back, and now you're making a choice. Travel plans, thinking of seeing places that perhaps maybe where you grew up or your ancestors did, but you just want to enjoy your life a little bit. And the Eight of Rods, yeah, look at that, fast action required. Quick action, changes, things are changing really, really fast here. New arrivals, new news, and it is going to come in really quick, unexpectedly. You thought something was going to go one way, it's going the other, and here it comes, and you're going to have to make some pretty fast decisions on your feet. But you're okay with that because you already have an inkling of what this is. Maybe you've wished it or thought it or, asked the universe for it, or somebody said something to you, but you are aware that it's coming and it has now arrived. And the King of Swords, so you're in charge, taking charge, understanding. You're taking some pretty bold moves in leadership. You're in power, you're very charming. You have courage. You know what you want. You know what you want to do. You have a vision of what it is it's going to turn out like and look like. And you're not settling for anything less. You are smart enough to know that if there's something that needs to be said or put in writing or anything like that, that's how it's going to go first before you do anything else. You're getting lots of support here. You've taken, control of this for yourself. And you're moving forward. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, finding things to get in balance. Maybe things were not quite going the way you wanted, or maybe you had too many choices, but you're understanding that you're weighing the pros and cons. You're not doing this haphazardly, but you have two choices to make. And sometimes, two is too many. But this is the week that you're going to make that final decision. And once you do, you won't change after that. You will pick this one. You might think about the other one sometimes, but you are also understanding that there's many opportunities out there. So this one won't go away forever. It's just you need to pick one at a time. Two of Swords, yeah. Time to make a choice. No longer compromising. You're making a decision, moving yourself forward. And here comes Marble. Say goodbye, Marble. But you are definitely moving forward. This is time to make a decision. You're knowing that the clock is ticking. You need to make a decision and stick with it. No longer changing your mind or thinking, second guessing. You're making that decision. And the Knight of Cups. So there you go. Somebody's going to come in and be very charming and help you. Make some good decisions. This can be romantically as well. Maybe somebody's, offering you a cup of love, or you're offering it to somebody else. But there's leadership here. Somebody is taking the lead in the first step. You're getting good guidance. You're moving forward. You know that it's time to make that decision and get on with it. And the Eight of Cups, yeah, it's hard to have, with the Eight of Cups, to know when to let go of something. And that's what you're having to do here. You're realizing you put time, energy, effort, money in many different things, but it has not got you to the ends where you wanted, and you can continue, and you are aware of that, but to what end? What is it going to give you in the long run? So you're learning to cut your losses and help yourself move forward. And it's not an easy decision, but you're making that withdrawal for yourself, knowing that it's time to do something different. Take a different avenue. Move yourself forward. And that's what you're in your head about this week, understanding that this decision that you're making to move on, to abandon something, sometimes it's very hard to make those choices, but you are doing it this week because you can see there's nothing left. You can't put any more energy, effort, money, time into something because it's not going to give you what it is that you are dreaming about. So you're moving on. And the Nine of Swords, yeah, stressed, worried, boy. Not sleeping well, up in your head, wondering if you did the right thing, said the right thing, over-analyzing, over-stressing. It's hard to make decisions sometimes in your life and wonder if they're the right ones. Well, if you're making them, it's probably the right decision at the right time. Everybody goes through this, no matter what they're doing in their life. And this is just your time to go through this. But you need enough sleep. You need to eat properly, take care of yourself, and the rest will take care of itself. So you need to help yourself relax, get over this, so that you're not so stressed and worried. You don't need that. All right, but you are definitely making some big decisions, but you're finally making one. You're making your choice. You know that it's the right one for you. And like I said, you may change your mind in the future, but for right now, you're making this right decision for you at this in particular moment. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Encouragement, stand up for yourself. There you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.